My best friend once told me that if I ever wanted to stay friends with her, there was one rule above all others. I was never to sleep with her brother, kiss him, or develop any kind of feelings for him. So I deliberately stayed on her side and against him. But when we ended up drunk and lying in the same bed, I couldn't rein in the pull I felt toward him. I woke up wrapped in warmth, held in an embrace that felt so safe I almost didn't want to move. But as my mind slowly cleared, a quiet sense of dread crept in. I snapped my eyes open. The first thing I saw was one of Caleb's old, loud posters and the chaotic mess of his desk. I was really in his bedroom. Worse still, his arms were firmly wrapped around me, his warm breath brushing against my neck. Panic exploded in my chest. I tried to shift carefully, but every time I moved even a little, he pulled me closer. My entire body froze. I was painfully aware of how close he was. Too close. Oh God. What did I do last night? I cautiously turned my head. I stared at his sleeping profile, my heart pounding so hard it felt like it might leap out of my throat. Caleb Reed. My best friend's older brother, the school's most notorious heartbreaker, and apparently the guy I'd trusted something incredibly important to. If Mira found out, our friendship would be over. It took every ounce of effort to slip free from his hold. When I stood up, a dull soreness made me wince, a physical reminder of the night I barely remembered. My clothes were a mess, clearly worse for wear. My skirt was wrinkled, but at least still intact. I got dressed as fast as I could, not daring to look back at him once. I tiptoed through the disaster zone of a hallway, stepping around scattered red plastic cups, balled-up napkins, and other remnants of the party. The moment I reached the bathroom, I locked the door and stared at myself in the mirror, wide-eyed. My hair was a complete disaster. My lipstick was smeared, my lips unusually swollen. Then my pupils shrank as I noticed 3 dark marks just above my collarbone. I froze, holding my breath. Caleb had left unmistakable signs, almost like he was claiming territory. And what scared me most was that, deep down, I didn't completely hate it. "Bailey, what are you doing in there?" Mira's voice suddenly cut through the door. My nerves snapped tight. I frantically rearranged my hair, trying to hide the marks, forcing myself to look calm. "Coming. Just a minute." I opened the door stiffly. Mira was leaning against the wall, arms crossed, clearly irritated. "Everyone's gone. I'm about to burst," she muttered as she rushed past me into the bathroom. I seized the chance to hurry downstairs, afraid she'd noticed something off, and escaped into the kitchen. I grabbed the last bottle of ice water from the fridge and gulped it down, trying to cool the heat rushing to my face. I drank too fast. My throat burned and I bent over coughing, gasping for air as I instinctively looked back. Caleb was leaning against the doorway, shirtless, his toned frame on full display. His blue eyes were locked on me. My body reacted before my mind could stop it, warmth spreading as flashes of last night. His intense, possessive gaze flickered through my thoughts. "What did you do to Bailey?" Mira's voice rang out sharply. She shot her brother a suspicious look while gently patting my back. I was still coughing when Caleb shrugged lazily. What could I possibly do to this little flower? I was just saying hello. That familiar crooked grin tugged at his lips as he stepped closer. "You okay, little flower?" His rough voice sent shivers down my spine. "You just startled me," I said quietly, avoiding his burning stare. He took the bottle from my hand, his fingers brushing mine. The contact sent a jolt through me. As he tipped his head back to drink, his eyes never left mine. My stomach twisted. "Caleb, you're seriously the worst," Mira snapped, smacking the bottom of the bottle and making him choke. "Damn it, Mirabella," he coughed. She rolled her eyes, then turned a suspicious gaze on me. "I almost forgot. Where did you disappear to last night? I couldn't find you anywhere." My mind raced.